So it is about 70 degrees. It's actually 71 degrees, according to the assistant. Yeah, so we got a little wind resistance here going. The air is a little thick. Kind of like me. Thick in the head. I've experienced the first casualties with the C-Bike with spokes on the rear wheel. They're, I believe, it's not a manufacturer defect. It's actually hitting potholes, substantial potholes, and the severe impact seemed to have stripped either the nipple or the spoke. So, on a couple of spokes. So when you go to true the rim, the nipple kind of spins freely. I feel funny saying that, but that's what they call them. Yeah, so it spins freely, like there's no threading. It's not gripping. So I ordered spokes. Hopefully they're the right size. I tried to stay close to how I measured it and within range of what seems to be a standard size. So I'll find out when I get to. I got a 12 gauge carbon steel spokes. Now you don't really want to be riding around with less functional spokes than normal, because that'll stress the other spokes and it'll be like a cascading effect. They'll start breaking one after another. And allegedly the vendor ships within 2 to 4 days, so we shall see. What do we got? Don't be a noodle guy, ride an e-bike. That's the new motto of my channel. So somebody got pulled over. We need to gesture to people to back down. Why are we driving extra slow? Yeah, this taxi driver apparently is not aware of their surroundings. Little update on the family member in the hospital. They're getting a small procedure. They may be home within 2 days, possibly. If all goes smoothly, which it should. So I'm out here in a t-shirt. I got my Kevlar sleeves on, as you can see. It's like, for me, the Kevlar sleeves are the compromise. They're armored, so you know, I can avoid road rash. But I don't have to wear like some bulky, large armored jacket to get that kind of arm protection. I find that consistently, if I fall on a bike, everyone who's ridden on a bike has fallen on a bike at least a few times. But when you fall on a bike, typically you wind up landing on your arms. Also discovered a pinch point on my rear derailleur cable. By the way, hey, let's check out the metal land. Oh, you can see all the way out to the horizon, the distant horizon. Yeah, I found a pinch point on my rear derailleur cable. Somehow, probably storing the bike or something, I must have pushed the cable around the derailleur guard. So I was pulling on it like at one angle. Now I can shift gears properly. So I'm going to do a simple ride for a simple man. You know, hanging around waiting and stuff, and you know, driving people around and running certain errands pertaining to things going on, you wind up getting stressed and all this stuff. So I'm gonna take it easy today. Oh, asphalt. Yeah. That was a Taekwondo place. So apparently they're pulling these cars over I mean, a beautiful day like this, it's a little windy, so for a long ride, it's not ideal. But a little windy and sunny AF, warm AF. I think we can take a more populated route. Wow, man. Pikachu sees you, so don't back into a busy roadway. You can get an emergency vehicle. Ambulance. I'm not sure which route they're taking, so I gotta be ready to pull over at a moment's notice. They're coming my way. Kind of doing like an elongated figure eight. I got a gesture there, like clearly, even though I have the right of way. Once I'm committed to turn ready. That's one thing about the spokes on any e-bike that you buy, brand new. There's a high likelihood that the wheels are not 100% trued correctly. So probably will have to true the rim or take it to a bike shop or an experienced cyclist friend or family member, someone qualified, and should probably true the rim before you really start riding. I blindly trusted the wheel would be fine. It mostly was fine, but you know, you really find out when you hit a nasty pothole. You can really do the job on these folks. More so if they're not trued correctly. Now that's not the fault of the vendor, because even expensive bikes, they come from the manufacturer, not 100% trued. And a bike shop typically will do a quick tune-up on everything before they give you the bike. Typically, unless they're slacking. This is the figure 8 part. We're going to loop back to Anderson. We crossed Anderson about a mile back, mile and a half. There you go. Ah, there's no left turn light. Normally the left turn light goes on. I guess that's why they have the crossing guard. We're on Main Street. Almost every place has a Main Street. Climb this hill, let the cars pass. Just on the slope poke. I do need to make the left though. Is the door open? It should be about 72 by right about now. Nasty speed bump. You can do it. You can do it. People staring at my camera, I noticed. Cliffside Park. All the fountains on. Place your bets right now. The fountains are not on. So anyone who wants to bet, shame on you. Okay, we're gonna worm our way through parking spaces and into the roadway and back and forth. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. jokey truck. When it comes time to peel off that vinyl wrap to replace it with a new one, they're going to discover a rust bucket underneath. What was that about? The lady was going to cut me off and she scolded me. I didn't have a stop sign, she did. I think that's time when the idiocy begins. It's time to put the blinking light. Rear's blinking light. Good thing I charged the Furious blinking light today. Now I'm needing it. No blinker. Is the road closed? Nah, maybe some incident. Oh, the heat coming out of that tailpipe. Somebody got to cross that. dip. Let the people cross. Let's go this way. Pedal system out. James J. Braddock, Cinderella Man. We're at 12.5 miles. Can you believe it? pick up the key from home, and then I'll bring it down to your work. Bye. Bye. What? Okay. Bye. Looks like we are suddenly in I gotta shorten the distance to conserve battery. Looks like we have to run an errand. Somebody has misplaced the key. I have to gesture entering the lane because people play stupid, you know? They'll pretend they don't see you and speed up alongside you to deny you the lane. And you know they have to speed to do that. But they figure, you know, they can play dumb. This is not exactly what I want to be doing. This is supposed to be the conclusion of the ride. But now I have to run this errand. So, the vlog will continue in a moment. Be right back in a minute. So, yeah, we are continuing to bring the key. So the batteries are, I think, beyond 50%. Maybe not. Well, one battery is. The OEM battery. So I'm formulating which route to take. A lot of people hanging into the bike lane when there's actually no obstruction for them causing them to do that. Hello? 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 I just got a phone call. They're waiting for me. They're gonna make the left. Trying to avoid the potholes. Now that I'm aware of the spoke damage, holy cliff! Whoa! Whoa! So I have to drop the key off, and then you'll see me after the break returning the same way. We'll be back. And just like that, we are heading back to HQ. Or maybe we'll end the vlog at Dave's Point. How about that? How to get in the shoulder here. In this portion. Nobody behind me though. A lot of debris in the shoulder. Loose bolts and everything. I'm gonna hurry up and get back. Oh, there's a train. There's a train a-coming. That's a sign to take it easy. Chill out. Is there another train coming? The only saving grace in this emergency errand was since I had to retrieve the key, I was able to make a pit stop. So I'm like fresh, renewed. People honking at each other back there. Let's check out this little spot here. I'm at 18.5 miles. Honestly, this is the ideal reason for needing a dual battery setup. Let's move on. Yeah, dual battery setup, really, you could do your exercise ride and then something comes up randomly and you're like, okay, I can step up and take care of that for you. You don't go here, go there. He's pulling a K-turn. Or some kind of turn. Alessio's Cafe is open. Not enough space to park an e-bike though. I don't know if they have bike racks. It's a parade of dogs. They're taking the humans for a walk. A prolonged right turn light. Nice of them. I appreciate it. Oh, they got it all blocked off. No Days Point. I'm not going to go navigate all around that. Well, isn't that a bummer? Can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. That's a little reckless. What do you think? Still gonna head back. I gotta rehydrate. We are at 20.6 miles. I hope your rides are as enjoyable as mine. And I hope your e-bike behaves during the entire duration of your fun rides. So, be good out there, be careful, and wear a helmet. That is going to be the ride. And that is going to be the vlog.